What is going on, everybody? Welcome to yet another gameplay stream. I am very excited to be here today. I know we have had some issues with the stream in terms of it dropping, things like that. I have pinned it down to the network. I did try another streaming service and just did a test. We were under the same stress, unfortunately, so we're going to do the best we can. If it does go down, please be patient. I would appreciate it. We will be jumping back in, of course, so that way we can get the whole stream in, but sometimes it does take a second just to get back up. So I do apologize there. I'll be in touch with our ISP to try and figure that out. Also, our time spiral giveaway, I just wanted to throw that out there as well. I've been talking about it in every video just to make sure that the information is there, but obviously due to the short supply, it's going to be really tricky for us to get our hands on any of it for the giveaway. So what we are doing is we put a nominal value of $220, which was at the time of the giveaway what we were going to be essentially giving away in terms of value. And so we'll be doing something that is worth that value for the winner, even if that is just a straight PayPal payment of $220. We're happy to do that. Unfortunately, it just means we can't get our hands on that time spiral, so it really kind of sucks there. But I will say one thing really quickly is we have gotten some packs in. I'm thinking about, oh wow, look at that green screen. I'm thinking about doing a little bit more of a pack opening, kind of random pack opening throughout the week every once in a while. That's going to be something that will happen probably next week, maybe the end of this week. It depends on if I can get enough packs in. But just as a for fun kind of side video, that kind of thing, we're going to try and do something like that. So do stay tuned for that. We've got a lot of cool packs coming that I'm really excited about. And welcome, guys. Metalmouth, what's up, buddy? And Quarkspine. Yeah, Quarkspine, I'm with you. Let's hope we can go a full 30 minutes. All right, let's check out the deck. As Metalmouth points out, we're back. We're back. So this is a very interesting list. It's essentially the mono-white list that we've seen kind of take over a lot of historic and even standard in some cases. All the obvious culprits are here. We've got Soul Warden and the Speaker here in the 1-drop slot. We've, of course, got Bishop of Wings, Daxos, Youthful Valkyrie, which does work with us, given that we've got a lot of angels, and it gives us a nice little flyer that can build up as we go along throughout the game. Angel of Vitality is here, of course. Heliod, the Sun Crown, the absolute all-star, of course, in any life gain deck. Righteous Valkyrie, one of the newer additions, but an absolute all-star. This thing goes crazy and can really bolster your creatures, assuming you can get higher than 7 more life, so 27 is what we're looking for. Resplendent Angel, of course, going to be absolutely amazing if it can start spitting out some of those tokens. So between this, Speaker, we should be able to get quite a number of angel tokens, I would think. And then, of course, Ajani, Strength of the Pride, sitting at 4-drop here for a Planeswalker that can essentially throw out Ajani's Pride Mates all day, which is great. But you know what would make it better? To have Collected Company in the deck. And so I thought we'd try this today. This is not a deck that technically I built. I am utilizing some other list, but I really like this. Garrett, what's up, buddy? I really like the addition of Collected Company in here, and we're going to give it a shot. MixieFit, what's up? Because everything is so high value. So not only are we adding, hopefully, life, if we've got like a Soul Warden or a Valkyrie out, hopefully this adds 2 creatures to the board, a good bit of life, and can maybe get us to the point where we're spitting out some angels with Resplendent Angel or Speaker very quickly. So that is the goal here. The only tech land we have is Castle Ardenvale, naturally, just to be able to spit out some tokens, but this is going to be amazing. This is going to be really great. So let's go ahead and shoot for it. I have not played this deck. I've played a lot of similar decks, and of course this is a relatively straightforward one, so we're going to give it a shot here. But guys, how are we doing today? Garrett, Metalmouth, MixieFit, Quarkspine, how are you doing? What's going on? What's new today with you? I would absolutely love to know. Alright, what do we got? Very heavy on the bishops, but I'm actually okay with it. I think we're going to try this. It's a little tricky, but we'll see if we can make it happen. Really, if we draw anything. Work, and more work. I feel you, buddy. I've been working like crazy these last few days, hence why the streams and like extra content has been a bit sparse. I've just got a lot of work to do, and so I'm trying to get a lot done now, so I have less to do later. We chilling here to watch you get some wins. Metalmouth, I like it. I hope that I certainly hope we can. Let's attack in here. So the question is, I think we play the Soul Warden. We really want to push up for that life total as quickly as we can. And this doesn't help us quite yet. Now, worth noting, mana efficiency-wise, it would have made more sense to do this in the reverse option, but I think that life gain is worthwhile, so we're going to do the best we can to get that going. And there's the Coco. Okay, so let's throw this out first. We are not going to attack with the Soul Warden. That is very crucial. We are not trying to risk that at the moment. I'm okay with hitting with this because there is that life gain aspect to it that I want to get going as quickly as we can. Get the bishop down, hopefully get an extra life, and then if we draw a land, we got Coco coming next turn, which is really good, actually. So let's hope we can. Excuse me. All right, up to 23 life. Still have a long way to go before we hit that crucial 27, but again, that collected company having that added value of some life gain with Soul Warden on the field kind of makes it worth it. Homesick, unfortunately. Oh no, Pixie Fit, I hate to hear that, buddy. I'm so sorry. Very, very sorry to hear that. Let's throw Daxos out first. Let's see how this goes. This could very easily get countered. Okay. Did not. That's fine. I'm going to attack here with both of these. Again, leaving back the Soul Warden, expecting that the speaker is going to get hit. Sure. And that's fine. It's not great for us, obviously. Yes. Smurf, what's up, buddy? Yes, we are here for Selesnya life gain, technically. We're splashing for that collected company. Turn 1 Signet, great to see you again, my friend. It's such a pleasure to have you here. Oh, we're still missing that land, guys. It's just not going to happen for us. Alright, let's just attack in. I'm kind of expecting a flash creature here, and really, it is what it is, but let's see if Bishop actually lands. Oh, even more evil. Exactly, Smurf. Exactly. We are here to be evil today. In the most, like, white gain angelic deck of them all, we're here to be evil. I have one of those sitting in my deck list. Yeah. Censor. Okay. So we've been playing unintentionally around Censor this whole time, which is kind of nice. So far, this deck looks fun. It's actually been very straightforward so far. If we can get a 4th land, we'll be in great shape, but I think they just cycled 3 Censors. That's ridiculous. Arcane Adaptation to make everything Angels. Signet, if we're going for jank, I think that's a great way to go. If we're just going for, you know, a decent deck, I'm going to say that might not be the best option. I'm expecting this to get countered, in which case the Bishop should be able to land. We're still looking for that 4th land. If we can get it, I feel like we're in great shape, but they have got a grip of cards here. So I'm very much expecting something to get countered here. I'm going to try it before attacks again, just to see. Selesnya Angel, turn 4 or 5, mow down if lucky. Smurf, essentially that's the idea. You don't need a 4th land? Alex. Alex. Guys, let's get some hype for Alex. Alex has been doing the most lately, guys. Really appreciate his help for everything, so let's give a little shout out to Alex. Thank you so much. Proxy, Alex, whatever you go by here. I appreciate it. Alright, so they do have a clock on the board. They do have to worry about speaker. I'm expecting that they might have a sweeper here. Realistically, that's not abnormal. Earthquake, sure. That's fine. We're going to gain a lot of life in that process. And now, again, if we just draw a land, we're still in okay shape because we can get 2 creatures for the price of 1. And there we go. So the question becomes, do we do it now or do we wait? I'm going to say let's wait. Caught the stream before I went out for groceries. I like it. I like it. I'm going to wait. I want to do it at the end of their turn so they don't have the opportunity to sweep. They have cycled a number of Censors, and so I'm sure they have other counters, but we'll see if this lands. If not, we've got a backup. So it's fine. It's fine. They could also just have some sweepers, like, or some 1-for-1 removal, excuse me. So that is a possibility, and that's fine too. That is perfectly fine. they don't counter either of them, Alex, then they're in bad shape, I think. They have drawn plenty of cards here. They're going to have to discard at the end of the turn, because this is technically the end of their turn. Okay. Again, that's fine. Let's burn the counter. They're going to have to discard here. 2 lands. Okay. Let's go ahead and Coco now, then. And we may be playing this incorrectly, because now they very easily could have something. But let's go for these 2. Oh, I wish we could have triggered that this turn. That would have been so nice, but that's okay. Opt, sure. I'm curious to see what this deck has to, like, win. So far, we've not seen a kill condition. I mean, I'm sure they've got one, but so far, it's been kind of sparse. Sweltering Suns, sure. Not unexpected. Again, we could have very easily just waited until the end of their last turn. Didn't matter too much. Ardenvale actually helps us quite a bit because at least now we can threaten. And the simple fact that they're at 8 is pretty crucial here. I do wait till the end of their turn to activate, of course. There's no reason to activate now. The trigger apocalypse that Strixhaven will bring? Absolutely, Alex. You know me. Anything to break the game. Alright, let's make a token. This standard or historic? This is historic, my friend. This is definitely historic. Alright, we're going to hold off on this again. Excited for Lightning Helix? Yeah, dude. Let's go. I love Lightning Helix. Such a good card. Historic. Used to use Rao with all the spells to kill someone. Could loop expansion with him and an opt for many deaths. I think it enabled it. Oh, yeah. Jeskai Control definitely is enabled, I think, a good bit. Smurf. The Rao combo is a very, very good one for sure. Okay. The thing is, if all they have is these, like, are these 1-for-1 answers and some card draw spells, like, it's not going to do it. They've got 8. They got to get through 36 life. I mean, they can draw all they want. And they cycle to Sweltering Suns. Cycled 2 Sweltering Suns. Some X-Spell finisher. Maybe. Maybe. Alright, let's do this. A good mill deck would be very fun, Corkspine. I'm with you. I love a good mill deck. I'm expecting this to get countered. They've got a million cards in hand. Sure. But I'm doing it crucially with nothing on the battlefield, which apparently was a good idea. Throw this out there. I'm just curious as to how they win. Sublime Epiphany isn't exactly a great win con against our deck. It can win. But we'll see. We will see. Also, crucially, I didn't show this, but the 2 packs that we have here, guys, are Time Spiral Remastered and then Old School Time Spiral. So we actually have a nice little comparison that we get to do between the 2, which I think is going to be kind of fun. Yeah. I mean, they have all the card selection, card draw they could ever want. So what are they doing with it? I'm a little scared to answer. I mean, they could just have Jace. I'm thinking it's Thoracle would make sense too. Yeah. Both. Potentially both. I'm attacking both straight at them. I'm not particularly worried about Narset. It doesn't really shut down anything for us, so it's fine. And again, just to continue pressure, I'm going to keep throwing stuff out there. Ah, Ear Hulk. Okay. I mean, that's very good. Ah, they counter. This has been an annoying game. Well, there's the win con, guys. We found it. I forgot about the fat caster. Yeah, I did too. They could counter, yeah, so they... they copy Gear Hulk, they get to copy another spell. Okay. It's interesting. I didn't get to react to that. I suppose I should have been in full control, but still. Thought I would have had the opportunity. Excuse me. Looking good today, just want to let you know. Metal Mouth, you're a sweetheart. You are such a sweet person. Alright. Let's go into full control. Oh, duh, we don't have enough mana. Gotta hype the homies up whenever possible. Metal Mouth, I love it. I love it, I love it. Alright, give me something. That's not something. Alright. I'm gonna say we lose. I think that's where we're at. They've got enough counter magic, and we've got essentially a Castle Ardenvale. Metal Mouth subbed. Oh, gifted another sub. Metal Mouth is gifting subs right and left. If you guys missed him last week, he is doing the most. Metal Mouth, thank you so much. Alex, congratulations. You just got a free sub from the amazing Metal Mouth himself. Let's all get some hype in chat. That's amazing. Thank you, thank you. Really appreciate you, my friend. Really, really appreciate you. Look at that hype. Look at that hype. I love it. Metal Mouth, you have not subbed. How come you have not subbed, but you're gifting all these subs? I mean, that's so sweet. Don't get me wrong, but... Alright, I'm going to go ahead and concede here. They've got it. How in the world is that a thing? Makes no sense to me. There. Metal Mouth, what in the world, dude? What are you talking? Oh my gosh. All right, hype for Metal Mouth as well, guys. Hype for Metal Mouth as well. And yes, Corkspine anti-hype for the loss. That's fine. That's fine. Hype for Metal Mouth, guys. Thank you so much, my friend. Thank you, thank you. I really appreciate you. It's a great pleasure to have you in the community, as well as everybody else here. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. All right, we win! Yeah! Nyatic! Oh, dude, I didn't even see you here. Thank you for that hype. Look at that. Thank you for all the hype. Go easy. Yeah, right? Or GG easy, sorry. Go easy. All right. Well, that was easier than expected. Cool with that? All right, let's do this. Also, guys, I've started reorganizing some cards, and I'm really stoked about it because I'm trying to... Real question, should I try to grind D3 to Mythic tomorrow? Yes, do it. I've been keeping up with Strixhaven spoilers. Alex, I have not. I really should be. I look every once in a while, but I really only pick up a couple cards at look through a couple cards at a time. I don't do the most like I should. Let's Daxos. Let's attack him. All right, don't blame it. Yeah, personally, I like to wait for the full set to come out and then listen to either set reviews or, you know, something along those lines to get a better idea of what's going on. But that's just the way I do it, so it's not necessarily correct or incorrect. Art of All Time has come out. Alex, what is your favorite art of all time? Elishnorn is mine. Love, love, love Elishnorn. Okay. Kind of expected something to hit here, so that's fine. And we'll attack him. Oh, Alex, we talked about that yesterday. It is so bad. It's terrible. That artwork is god-awful. I really hate it. This doesn't let us gain all the life that we need, does it? Gets us close, though. Yeah, let's try it. just a solid turn. My friend has like 74 Mystic Remoras. That Faithless Looting is going to be the card to collect. Alright, sure. Honestly, that's kind of fine. Like, this Replicating Ring deck, I don't know how great this is going to be, but we know they now have Extinction Event, which is not a surprise, so let's just play around it a bit. And what's the best way to play around it, I suppose? So we can just drop this and power some stuff up, or we can do this. Love the Mystic Remoras. Yeah, dude. Mystic Remoras, sweet. Right, let's do this. I'm going to drop this just to give us 2 enablers. It's not a huge swing by any means, but then Righteous Valkyrie can come down and potentially kind of level this guy. We'll see. Have those High Tide and Galena. Oh. Oh, neat. Okay. Very cool. So part of me just wants to throw this out. Because eventually it just kind of works for us when we get stuff labeled out. But the other part of me just wants to put Righteous Valkyrie down. Or we can just throw this out. We've got some options. You know what? I'm going to play Angel of Vitality. This is a really easy way to push through damage, and if it lives, Righteous Valkyrie can drop, basically power this thing up and get it very, very close to lethal. Okay. I'm assuming they kill Angel. They could have ulted, right? Yeah, but they didn't need to. That's fine. Vorinclex is a very, very scary card, worth noting. I'm going to attack in at this thing. They're going to kill one of these, and that's fine. Yep. But crucially then, if they want to kill something, they're going to have to get rid of this. Vorinclex is such a large boy. By the way, Garrett, I saw you got yours. Congratulations, buddy. Thank you so much for everybody that participated in the card hunt. I know we were going to do one for Time Spiral Remastered, then all this crap went down and it just did not happen. So I am sorry, guys. I really wanted to do it, but we just couldn't. What is up? Nadine, how's it going? Wow. All right. Wonder if my favorite blue Phyrexian horror will get spoiled anytime soon. I want that to happen so badly. I would love Jenga Daxos. I think that would be so sweet. Alright, so we're like pretty dead here, right? And they have Replicating Ring. I'm good. I'm playing my new sweet Dread Arcanist deck. Ooh, very cool. Very, very cool. You're not close to dead. Alex, I'm pretty close to dead. I think realistically the 36 life is going to go a lot quicker. Dude, Dreadhorde Arcanist is amazing. Such a good card. Absolutely love that they gave him the time shifted for him as well. Super, super cool. In fact, I think I pulled one. I'm pretty sure. Wrath of God. Pretty sure this deck doesn't have it, unfortunately. It should. But honestly, Wrath of God wouldn't get us out of this. Their planeswalkers are just way too oppressive, we will say. And like the problem is I can attack in, sure, but then they just trade 3 of their guys here and only 1 dies, so it's still a 1-for-1 trade. It just doesn't seem great. Real depressing though. Bought 4 different collector's packs. Netted $23. Ooh, Smurf. Yeah, that hurts. The collector's packs are like, they're a bit of a gimmick, right? Like, they're not... It just... They're cool, right? They're really cool, but they're not actually all that good. You can get lucky. I mean, you pull a really good card, and yeah, it can pay for the box or whatever, but the reality is it's sort of just scaling up the same problem. Buy singles, it'll never get old. Yeah, honestly, Quirks find the way to do it is just to buy singles. But the the problem with those collector's boxes is because they print them in a decent print run, the value in them just tanks. And so really it's the same as buying a regular booster box. It's just, yeah, you get cooler, higher value cards, don't get me wrong. But you still have about the same chance of getting like an amazing card that's going to pay for the box as you would if you bought a smaller regular box, I would say, and just hit like a decent rare or mythic, excuse me. So like the price margin, like the percentage margin isn't that far off. And let me clarify in saying I haven't done math in that or anything, so that could be very well a little bit off, but all right, yeah, we're dead here. But it's not like you're making out like crazy every time you buy a collector's box. You'd be better off buying, I don't know, either buying a box and not opening it and just holding on to it if you're looking for value, or buying something like a really nice reserve list single or something like that. If value is what you're looking for. Thanks for the anti-hype, guys. Yeah, we lost. It is what it is. Deck is not performing as well as I would like. Part of that, I'm sure, is my own playing, but I actually don't think we've been terribly off in that instance. I think this deck suffers from a slight issue, which is it's very, very single tracked, which is what it is. But we'll try and get a win. I was impressed by the zombies deck that we played last week. I did not expect that to go anywhere, and we actually did really well with, I think, 4-2 or something like that. Maybe 5-2 was the final record, which is stupid insane. Should not be taken as fact, obviously, but my 3K collection has been built over trades and selected buys of cards. So buy smart and hold staples. Alex, buy smart and hold staples is the way to do it. My collection is close to... You've been going first a lot for an aggro deck. That's true. My collection is estimated. I did tally it up years and years ago, and I was in the $20,000 range. I think now it's closer to 30, which is great. But a lot of it isn't stuff I would consider. I mean, I do. How long have I been in It Resolves? I don't know. You've been in since basically the beginning. I don't know how long it's been, Alex. I mean, you went in and out, I know. It's in my 93, 94 collection. See, I didn't play during that time, Smurf, and I wish I did. Because obviously there's a lot of great value there. But I did not, so here we are. Where are the bishop out? That's how long it's taken you to get the collection. So it's been a few years then, Alex. We've been around for, gosh, it's 3 or 4 years now. Yeah, my collection has been since probably only spent like 300 myself. See, that's smart. I end up spending a lot of money, but a lot of it ends up going to content for the channel and stuff like that. So I can kind of justify, while I'm not getting a huge payout, like YouTube doesn't pay out a ton, right? And unless Metal Mouth is here, we're not getting a ton in terms of Twitch revenue either. And so I don't get a ton of extra value from doing what I do, but it is really nice to have, I think. And so I'm very glad I do what I do. I collected a lot faster. Yeah. I mean, this is a pretty solid start here. Really worried though about a sweeper at some point. And that's another thing, Alex. Our LGS used to do FNMs and stuff like that, but it was all Commander. And not that Commander is a bad thing. Obviously, I think that's a smart move. But I personally don't play a lot of Commander. And I usually try and record content, and I couldn't do that if I was playing there. And so it's kind of a catch-22. Like, yeah, we do our best to support the local game store, but then at the same time, making content, supporting the local game store is a little bit challenging in the local game store because they don't have recording set up, they're not optimized for stuff like that, and I also would be getting random people on camera that may not be able to get there. So, hey, we won. I also, Smurf, so something you bring up is Grand Prix. Like, I have never had the opportunity to go to a Grand Prix, and that's something that I think would be a really fun time, if nothing else, just to go and hang out. I mean, I do love playing, and I would certainly be happy to, but I'd honestly just go and check out vendors and that kind of thing. Thank you, Niatic, for the hype we got there. So I'd kind of just like to do that, but obviously that's not been on the table for the last year, so we'll see. Can be expensive compared to a few challenger decks. Quirkspine, yeah, I mean, Commander can be. The trick with Commander, man, I look at all of these amazing cards, so we just can't keep this. The thing with Commander is it's just such a wide open format that you get all kinds of people. And I don't know if you guys remember when this was a long time ago, but what do we put back here? I think it's just the Valkyrie. Did casual play authors in a handful of draft tourneys to walk home with products. Smurf, that's fair. So up for battle, I'm feeling up for some private matches. Yeah, please, maybe if you're not in our Discord, there's a channel for you if you want to find some games. People are more than willing to if you'd like. But yeah, so I don't know. I'd like to have that experience, but it's just been kind of challenging. Yep, I am not gonna like this deck. Being against it, I mean, I love these styles of decks, but yep. And go. Opponent's playing a bit slowly, but that's okay. There we go. Crab meat. Yep, crab meat indeed. Alright, I think we go for the bishop play because it does give us the most optimal Resplendent Angel hit. So we're going to do that. Because next turn, obviously, we'd be able to gain 5 life from it. A little worried about a counterspell. It's kind of the only thing I'm a little concerned about, but we'll do the best we can. Gain a life up to 22. And we'll see. They could also just bounce. They could be bouncing like the bishop or something like that at some point. No attacks, obviously. Okay. One to the top and drew. That's a little scary because that just gives them options. Could have also been a land. That's a fair assumption. What? Okay. Alright. That's funny. I don't particularly care about the Relic Golem, to be brutally honest. I don't like the mill aspect of it, but between our life gain and the damage we can output with Resplendent Angel plus the tokens that we'd get, I'm not particularly worried about the hit for 6. I'm much more worried about our actual library count here. Let's pay 2. We could also play Righteous Valkyrie. Now, hold on. No, I think we spread the damage, right? Because then next turn, Valkyrie just becomes even better. They're called This Was Historic. Yeah, exactly. Still not going to attack, obviously, but that does give us quite a bit more life. So that's a pretty solid turn. Next turn, we drop Righteous Valkyrie, gain ourselves quite a bit of life, and then punch through for quite a bit of damage. If we get a land, we can even Soul Warden beforehand just to gain an extra life. They are not leaving up counter magic, which would be my one worry. So, like, I'm going to take advantage of it. Theoretically, I could also just block here, but I don't really think I need to. I'm not worried about the damage if they decide to attack. Yeah, that's fine. What does this take us down to? 25? Yeah, that's fine. We gain all that back with Righteous Valkyrie alone. So let's do this. Yeah, it's literally just the deck process that I'm a little worried about. So what people play in Commander, I usually fully deck. Ooh, Maelstrom, that's a cool one. Alright, so now we just attack with everything. Corkspine, yeah, the tutelage is a rough card to be against. It's a pretty cool one. Complete with dual lands, Candelabra, and Time Twister. It was awesome. Dude, very, very cool Madian. I hope I'm saying that correctly. I really don't know. But that's really sick. That's awesome. Alright. Hype in the chat, guys. We did it. Thanks to that Righteous Valkyrie, man. Just punching through that damage. So good. That's our first win. Or second win, excuse me. Hype in the chat. Hype in the chat. We did it. Alright, let's jump back in. Do a couple more games here, and then we'll probably call it a day. Like I said, I do have quite a bit of work to do, guys, so appreciate you all hanging in there, hanging out with me. Metal Mouth, thank you so much for gifting a sub and getting one for yourself. Look at you guys. Man. Interesting, excuse me, hand. I'm actually going to keep, it's a little weird, and it probably won't work, but we're going to try it. It's got no one drop, which is bad. That's bad for us, because chances are we're going to die. That is actually really nice. Just because that allows us to hit Collected Company on 4, so now we've got 2, 3, 4 guaranteed. This is scary, though. Less scary, given they didn't use the mana. Oh, man, if only. Alright, Youthful Valkyrie, let's go. Expecting, well, I don't know what they might have. They could just have, like, shocks and things like that, in which case we're actually pretty well set up to not die to that. I'm not going to block. We maybe could have for free, actually, there, but that's okay. Alright, let's Righteous Valkyrie. I think this gives us the highest upside. Also passing, not worried about... I think we just do this. And I'm sure they probably have something to kill this, and that's fine. Alright. Embercleave. Okay. Yeah, that'll do it. Not bad. Not bad at all. Alright, so the question here is, do we just Soul Warden and then Daxos, or do we just Coco? I think the correct answer is to Coco. New follower, thank you so much, Madian. Really appreciate it, my friend. Let's go Bishop. Just gains us a lot more life, and we'll pass. So now we're not really in any danger. We just take it. I mean, the reality is us blocking doesn't do that much, so not super worried about that. Ooh, that's mean. That's really mean. Okay, well, that does shut us down a good bit here. All right. I'm going to throw this out there too. So crucially what this does is gives us a somewhat of a block at least. It's not a great one, but it's at least something. We could start poking through some damage here. A little worried about this. That Rampaging Ferocidon really shuts us down. And we do not, again, very crucially, we just don't have anything to do it. Do you play any creature disruption? If the enemy has Platinum Angel, you'll just lose. No, we don't. This is a very all-in deck. Again, a list I pulled. It's not one that I've created necessarily, but no, it's a very, very all-in strategy, which I don't hate. We'll see what happens. Brave, I think you mean incorrect. I think you mean just incorrect, but that's okay. We'll see. Yeah, that's fair, Smurf. We definitely could. I mean, there are a lot of disruption options that I think we could use, but I just haven't. Not stressing about it. So they hit for 8, unless we do something here. I'm gonna pass. Crucially, I'm not spitting out another creature here because whenever a creature enters the battlefield, we take a damage. So I'm not interested in taking more. The reason I played all this stuff out was to bolster up Daxos. That was the only reason. Yep. Looks like we are back up. Sorry about that. Unfortunately, it dipped out for me. Not 100% sure why, but we're here. We are back. If somebody could please confirm in chat, just to make sure that you guys are still here, we're going to do one final game, and we're going to wrap up the day. Yeah, sorry about that. We've been having ongoing network issues. Thank you, guys. Thank you for confirming. We did lose that game, by the way. They hit us for enough trample that we weren't able to get through it. So, but thank you guys for staying patient. I do appreciate it. We need to draw lands, but let's try. Yeah, that's been an ongoing issue. Unfortunately, it's just down to the ISP right now, and they are sucking, to put it bluntly. They're doing really bad. And we have a monopoly in our area where we have to use a particular ISP that we can't get away from. So I don't really have a choice, which sucks. But here we are. Play Sunpetal Grove and pass. Unfortunately, didn't hit a 2-drop. That really would have been ideal, but it is what it is. We'll make it through. Sure. Okay. Good that we at least hit the 4th land. That just means Coco is going to do a lot. Yeah, exactly. It sucks, let me tell you. Yep. I will say, I think you guys have pointed out something really crucial about this deck, and we really just need interaction. That's all it is. We need interaction in this deck. 6-0 with Dreadhorde. That's fantastic, dude. That's really, really good. Let's do this and this. This does make for a really outstanding turn, though. I mean, there's no doubt about that. And bolsters up everything. I'm gonna attack in. Alright! And they gave up! What the heck? What in the heck was that? Alright, maybe we'll give it one more since that one went so quickly. And you guys did jump back in, so I gotta give you guys one more. We'll see if it works. If it does cut out in the middle of the game, then we'll probably not jump back in, but just as a heads up, this will be the last game if we can get through it. But that was about as great as we could have hoped for. Hype, guys, thank you so much for the hype. You're amazing. You're amazing. Also, some confirmation from my partner for the Soul Link Nuzlocke that we're going to be doing. We have got intro and logo created and confirmed. Still some more stuff to do, of course, but a lot of stuff is getting made and getting ready for that. The next step is, of course, some other assets, thumbnails, things like that, behind the scenes stuff. But I am tremendously excited, guys. That is going to be such a fun little project. What is Soul Link for those that don't know? Great question, Alex. Soul Link is a Pokemon related way to play a Nuzlocke. If anybody doesn't know what a Nuzlocke run of a Pokemon game is, it's where you essentially go through a Pokemon game, but to make it more difficult, you have to catch only the first Pokemon on each route. If you kill it during battle, or if something happens and you can't catch it, that's it. You don't get another one. You have to nickname every Pokemon, and if a Pokemon that you are playing with faints for whatever reason, it's considered dead, and you have to box it or release it. Now, a Soul Link Nuzlocke is something really special, because essentially the way that you play a Soul Link is you have to team up with somebody else that other person and yourself have to tag team through the game. So for instance, we would each be starting the game, and we pick our starter Pokemon. Those starter Pokemon cannot be of the same primary typing. What that means is, like if one's water type, primary water, my partner in the game can't get a water type Pokemon on their team and cannot team a water type Pokemon with that Pokemon. If one of our starters, regardless of which one, dies throughout the game, the other person's starter is also boxed as well, which does make it quite tricky. So the idea is to make it a lot harder, make it a lot more fun, hopefully, for everybody, but it's going to be a tricky one. No doubt about that. I'm going to set up Bishop. A little worried about a sweeper here, so let's take that opportunity. Wow. Yes, they are brutal. I think it's going to be a really fun time, though, and that's the goal. It's also a great way to collaborate with another channel. The person that we are collaborating with is a friend of mine in the Pokemon world, who has been a supporter of our channel since, like, damn near the beginning. Oh, good. And honestly is just a really nice person, so I'm stoked to be doing it with him, and that will, like I said, be coming down the pipeline pretty soon. I'm gonna... What do we do here, actually? It's a bit tricky, because they're just gonna plus up and kill whatever we do. I'm just gonna throw Daxos out. It is what it is. Again, having 0 interaction is so bad. And there's that, yeah. So now they really don't even have to plus up. They can just, Interesting they've got so much Panza stuff. Yep. Anti-hype. Yeah, Corkspine, I think you're right. Anti-hype is probably correct here. Not gonna run it. A lot of land destruction in this deck. It's just kind of odd. But that's fine. Yeah, we'll see what we draw, but I think we're just dead. We can't even get... Yeah, Coco doesn't even do it. Alright, guys. Well, that is gonna do it for today. I do appreciate you guys sticking through the network issues. Thank you so much for being here. Metalmouth, thank you for providing Proxy, or Alex, as I know him, for that sub, and getting one for yourself. You absolutely deserve it. Guys, thank you. Do stay tuned. We will have some more gameplay, hopefully tomorrow, assuming everything goes to plan. Not sure about the Friday plans yet. I know we weren't able to do the card hunt this week, or this past week. Not sure that we'll be able to do it again, to be honest, but we'll do the best thing we can. So thank you guys very, very much for being here. I appreciate your support. As always, I love you all. Have a fantastic day. Make sure you do something fun. But I will see you guys hopefully tomorrow. Thanks, guys. See you then.